James isn't meeting expectations. He needs training. Have you ever been approached with a similar conversation? When we have a performance problem, we often go straight to training as the solution. And while training can certainly be a solution, it's not the only solution. So today, I want to explore 3 staff development solutions that can create behavior change in your staff. Look, I've been there. Subject matter experts approaching me with comments like, they just don't know how to engage their community effectively. They need training. Or, I need them to understand why this data-driven decision-making approach is important. We need a training for that. Or, they need to listen to their program participants if we are really going to make a difference. Let's train them to listen. And again, training can be a great solution, but it's not the only one. So let's talk about 3 additional solutions you can offer. And as we do this, I want us to ground this in the ADKAR change management model. So I'm going to draw attention in a few places to parts of that model. The first part of the model is awareness. Are your learners, are your staff aware that they need to change? Awareness is key, and part of this may be a communication strategy, not a learning strategy. But what can learning and development professionals do? Assessments are actually a great way to bring awareness to a need for change. An assessment can reveal an individual's strengths and their challenges, and a skilled coach can help them explore how these strengths and how these challenges may be impacting them at work. So assessments are one staff development solution that can help create behavior change. Now, another part of the ADKAR change management model is knowledge. Do they know how to change? Do they know what to change? So knowing how to change and also having the skills to change are important. And training can certainly help with that. But what else can we do as learning and development professionals? So for this, I would say on-the-job supports are a great solution. So can you provide a job aid to help them make those data-driven decisions? Can you provide some sort of visual reminder in their workspace that prompts them to listen? Maybe it's, a listening card by their phone or a screensaver on their computer, the background of their computer even, kind of like the string that you used to tie around your finger, right, to remember something. But also it could include tips for how to implement that particular change. So on-the-job supports, job aids, things like that are another great solution. Now, another part of the model is reinforcement. Can your learners, can your staff sustain the change? Life happens, right? Things get busy, and it's no different for your staff. They're going to get busy with other tasks that they have. They have an impending deadline, whatever it is, and they revert back to their original behavior instead of using that new, improved one. So how can we, as learning and development professionals, reinforce that change over time? So one way that we can do this is to set up learning communities. So these communities can be self-paced and virtual. If you think about things like Teams or a Slack channel, they could be virtual and facilitated, like in a Zoom call, or they can be in person. There are so many options here. for learning communities. So get creative with what works for your organization. Maybe it's an email group, right? It's just a distribution list in your emails so that they can connect with each other and hear what's happening and what's going on and how they're implementing. And they can get those kind of continual reminders for reinforcing that change. Maybe it's a Voxer group. If you've ever used Voxer, it's kind of a voice like walkie-talkie type of app, right? Maybe it's hosted on your intranet somewhere. The important thing is not how they gather, but that they are able to share and learn from one another. Now, I want to acknowledge a few things. One, there are other parts of the ADKAR model that I did not address in this particular podcast episode and with these particular ideas. Two, there are other solutions, other staff development solutions that you can use to create behavior change. And three, training is still a good solution in many cases, and you may consider pairing one of these other solutions with training to be more effective. But no matter what you choose to do, it's really that we do it with intentionality and we measure it to see if we're having the impact that we hoped we would have. So if you want support creating behavior change in your nonprofit, my team is here for you. We'd love to help you get the exact solutions you need to achieve your organization's staff development goals. All right, friend, was this episode helpful for you? Leave a review so I know what content resonates with you. Do you know someone else who would benefit from this episode? Share it with someone else you know in our field. And if you want more content like this in the future, hit subscribe. I look forward to hearing from you, seeing you next time on Learning for Good.